I want to ask you, I'm a student and I'm sitting here and I want you to tell me how should I feel and know what makes me an innovative student.
Your feelings is something that may be different from one person to another, because we have like many if you have ambition, your feelings will be different from someone who just wants like to pass the grade and that's it. However, when we give to our student the space to research, to look for information, to express themselves, to look for what they need. So for example, in like few years ago, we used to ask our students for a certain project. We give them the steps how to do it. Write about this, don't write about that, and the rubrics are like very strict. But nowadays, when we work on a project, we give them a space to create, to suggest even topics. We don't like limit them. So when students have the chance to express themselves, they will feel satisfied, and by then they can be creative and they can like be problem solvers. They can feel themselves.
Before we started recording, you told me that there's a misconception about innovation itself. This is limited to a setting itself.
Yeah.
My teacher gave me this project to work on, and then I did my own research and I found this idea. So even if I copied this idea and I implemented it within my school environment or my community, the
That's right.
classroom, this is innovation.
Right.
How come if I'm copying this idea, I'm not coming up with this idea, this is considered an innovation?
When we talk about innovation, we don't mean to bring something from nowhere or something that no one have ever heard about it. When we talk about innovation, it's related to a certain setting. So, for example, what you said about a student, certain student in a school, he came, they didn't do anything related to sustainability or to the SDGs or anything like that, which is an old idea in another school that applied this like extensively.
Yeah.
When this student wants to apply this in his school or her school, this is innovation. Why? Because innovation is any new idea or like a solution for a problem in a certain setting. So something maybe in your school is not considered as innovation, but in my school it may be considered as an innovation. So everybody must be encouraged to share ideas, to change things, to apply new things. That's what we mean by innovation in education.
What are your challenges as an educator within the classroom environment and within the school community as a whole? What are your challenges to implement the innovation within the school? How do you come up with ideas as a teacher, and what are the challenges that you face when you do your implementation in terms of maybe open-mindedness of some teachers, maybe because you are a lead, so the open-mindedness of some teachers, it's hard for me, I don't want to apply I want to go, for example, I want to follow the old-fashioned way. What are the challenges that you face from the teachers themselves, from the students themselves, from maybe the school itself, and in addition to the parents? Do you face any challenges from any of these stakeholders?
There are many challenges indeed. So as you said, many teachers are not willing, like they get used to do their job in a certain way, and but at the end of the day, it's our like responsibility to educate them, to show them how
PDs,
these things. It's not just a PDs. It could be like a chit chat. It's innovation. It shouldn't be structured just in PDs. When you believe in what you're doing, you can spread the spirit. You can be influencer without even conducting a PD or pushing like teachers to do it. They have to be convinced. So like when we have ambassadors, people who believe in this in a certain school, so the application of the innovation plan will be easier. This is the first thing. The other thing, we have like a few issues with the parents, because many parents didn't get used on this like self-learning environment, or so they expect you like to send like
the high expectations that they have.
These things. So this is another thing, and we are conducting like awareness sessions, workshops, roundtable discussions with some parents. The like parent community and the school could be like also could help in this. And for the students, to be honest, the students are less less in this, because they are open. They want
Yeah.
to do something different. They want to express
No
themselves. It's
matter what the
something
phase
for
is,
them.
whether elementary, middle school, or high school, is it the same for all
Usually the
phases?
high school, they
Yeah.
try like to manipulate things because of their age.
Yeah.
Usually, like, let's say primary or
Yeah.
elementary
Yeah.
and secondary, middle school can be like more adaptable to these things. But yeah, you have like some like struggle with high school, and this is normal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because of the
it's
age, I guess.
age
Yes.
thing. Yeah.
Age.